Okay, I have so many I want to show you, and I'm going to try and go fast. So if you want to see more of one book, you can just comment below and I can link other videos or things like that. So first I'm going to start off with our touchy-feely books. Babies of all ages love these books. My little one obviously can't grab a book and play with it in her hands, but she does love to look at the contrasting images. So all of the images in our touchy-feely books and a lot of the kid books have contrasting lines, so it's easy for those developing eyes to see. And when she gets older, I know she'll really enjoy the touchy-feely. I've watched other children play with these touchy-feelies, and they're just like luxurious touchy-feelies. There's so many textures. The colors are beautiful. And in our That's Not My series, there's a little mouse to find on every page, so as they get older they can also do that. So you can see all of these different textures in our touchy-feely That's Not My series. This is That's Not My Fairy. We love That's Not My Monster. These furry eyebrows. They're so cute. And That's Not My Lamb is really sweet. It's another one of my favorites. There are dozens of That's Not My series titles. So there's That's Not My Dog, That's Not My Prince, That's Not My Princess, That's Not My Cat, That's Not My Hedgehog. I mean, there's tons and tons and tons, but these are my three favorites. That's Not My Monster, Fairy, or Lamb. So those are really cute. This is one of my favorite books to give at baby showers, or give as a gift to maybe a baby turning 1. These are also really great touchy-feely, and I say luxurious because they really are. They aren't going to fall apart. Kids love these, and again, those contrasting colors against the black here, and things like that really help developing eyes and fingers. Love this book, and this one is only $7.99, so I don't know how to get that to focus, sorry. So those are really cute touchy-feely ones. As babies get older, so I would say anywhere from 9 to 18 months or even up, there's a lot of these really cute, and I'll show you a bunch of them, a lot of these really cute touchy-feely finger trail playbook, slide and see, and there's so much more than just a typical touchy-feely. There's, I don't know if you can see it, there's kind of like these little grooves for little ones to trace their fingers through, and that helps with tactile development, and they just really love that. So each of these tentacles are kind of indented, and little kids, and when I first saw these books I kind of thought they were interesting, but I have since seen them with nieces and nephews, and I've seen them with children I have babysat, and I've seen other children play with these books, and they really do love running their fingers through these finger trails. And it also has touchy-feely different textures and little peek-throughs. This one is one of my all-time favorites. This is one of the first USBORNE books I purchased, and I love it. So this is baby's first touchy-feely animal playbook. Just really cute finger trails, textures. There's a couple flaps, I think. So there's that one. They also have just finger trail playbooks. This is a new one. It came out in spring, and so there's all these little grooves for little ones to run their fingers in. There's textures. There's a couple flaps that are pretty sturdy. There's questions, sounds, so you can practice zzz, buzz, you know, practice all those things with your kiddo, and that's so much more than just reading a story. And so we really love these ones. I love this page because the little paw prints are kind of like suede, so they're kind of like little muddy paw prints that you can feel. Love those. Lots of textures, finger trails. Again, the little kitty has like fuzzy stripes that you can feel. Really darling. And then this is Finger Trail Garden. So same thing, there's lots of finger trails, textures, some peek-throughs. I just love the illustrations on these. This one's so cute. Look who's hiding. It shows underneath the earth. I love all those little vegetables with those little faces. So cute. So cute. Sorry if I say so cute 1,000 times. These are slide and see, and these are also something for little ones to practice doing, and I've seen children use these and they love it. So they kind of just put their finger here, slide it, changes the image. There's also textures. Little dolphin. I love this jellyfish. Oh, this turtle's so cute. I can't wait for Layla to get bigger so we can read these. Really darling. And then there's also Slide and See Farm, which I think is my favorite of the two. I just love little farm books, and I'll show you my all-time favorite Usborne book right now in a minute. I love this milk page that shows they're milking the cows and filling them up. I love seeing these different little goats, the tractor. I love this one that shows the hen stand up and there's the little egg underneath, and then this little guy hatches. So cute. So that's another one. So those are all of the baby kind of early toddler touchy-feely hands-on. And then as children get older, they can handle a little bit more or have mom interact with them if they're younger. But this is a new series that Usborne, Kane Miller has come out with. These are Little Red Penguin, and I love these. They're really small. They're really great to put in a diaper bag, church bag, take on the car, and there's colors, numbers, shapes, and words, and the flaps are just kind of really fun. I really love the illustrations in here. That's kind of a little bit more modern. So you can see all the triangles right there, and then it says, can you find all the triangles? And then you can check to see if you saw them all. Same thing over here with the stars. Little red cross there. Squares. I really love these Red Penguin books. They're so cute, and they're really durable, and they kind of have a little rounded edge, which is darling. The colors one is so fun. Who's under there? Orange fish. I love that little fish illustration. Little alligator. So these ones are so cute for little readers and little hands. And I have a lot of moms ask, and they're concerned about flaps. This is a great time to interact with your children and teach them how to be respectful to their books. So we obviously don't want to just give these little flap books to, say, a 6-month-old who's going to chew them up or rip them off. But especially as kids get into toddlerhood, you can teach them to be gentle with books. And one idea that I have given parents before is to put Lift the Flap books kind of on a different shelf so that children know, okay, I can't read those unless mommy's here to help me. And then as they get older, you can kind of give them more responsibility using the Lift the Flap books. And that just helps them last longer. And I think it also helps reading time become really special when they respect their books. Okay, this is a really popular series, Muddle and Match. There's Muddle and Match Imagine, which is kind of this more girl themed. There's Muddle and Match Adventure, which is a boy character. Muddle and Match Jungle Animals, Monsters, Sports, Jobs. And basically it's kind of a create your own story. There's all these different flaps, and you can change the head, the body, the legs, and the story changes here on the side as well. Really darling. I love to give this as gifts because it's one of my favorite books. So you can really kind of create your own story and create your own characters with those. Those are really sweet. Then this one is a great one to read with toddlers because it's a great discussion book. So there's lots of questions. It says, which caterpillar is the longest? Can you see the bee? So it's a lot of like hunting and finding. And I also love that the pages are some peek-through ones. So cute. There's a bunch of different versions. Very first things to spot around home, I believe. There's very first book of things to spot. I love Out and About because it's a little bit of everything. I love this little market stand in the park. Really cute. There's just lots of illustrations on each page, and there's questions and things to help that read aloud be interactive with your sweet little ones as you read to them. Okay, so now I'm going to go into some older ones. These might be for anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. I'm not really going to get into big kid books in this video because I'm going to link some other videos that other consultants have made. So this one is really sweet, and this is for a lot of ages. I love the illustrations. I'm trying to think who... So this Alyssa Coburn, her illustrations are so cute. I love this book. it starts out and there's these two little ones. They're talking about what they want to be when they grow up. And what I love about this is that it's a boy and a girl fantasizing about all of these incredible jobs, like a race car driver, a stuntman. I love that the little girl wants to be an archaeologist. And I don't know if you can even see the illustrations in this video, if it does it justice, but I love this one. A fighter pilot, and there's kind of like a little description of each one. I love this spy. I just love the illustrations in this I Want to Be series. So this is I Want to Be an Astronaut, and there's also I Want to Be a Lion Tamer. I'm not sure if you can see that there, but they're just really sweet. Kind of talks about reaching for your dreams and describes all these different jobs or these different roles that we don't typically hear about when kids are talking about what they want to be. So I love that it says I can be any of these things when I grow up, but I don't need to decide just yet. I can just dream of having big adventures. So really cute illustrations, and I love this book. And this one is only $8.99, and it's a board book, nice and sturdy, really cute. Okay, so these are some other story type books that I love, and I can't wait to read for Layla. This is A Peek Inside a Fairy Tale. This was really popular. It sold out for a little while, but it's just beautiful. The illustrations are pretty. It's a cut through, so the story of Little Red Riding Hood is told, and it's so pretty. I don't know if you can see all of these little, I mean, the picture is beautiful on both sides. It's a little overlay. She goes inside the house. The wolf is disguised as Grandma. I love that they both get eaten and then they're saved. So really cute, really cute. So that's a really great fun. Alright, sorry about that, it got cut off. I was just saying that this is a great way to introduce classic stories, and I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite storybooks now. So this is a new series. USBORNE has a series for young readers, probably first, second grade, called Billy B. Brown, and they're kind of like Junie B. Jones. And this is a new series that's kind of a prequel series to that one, so that you can get preschool, kindergarten readers excited for those early chapter books, which I think is an excellent idea. So this is just a darling little picture book. These are the same cute illustrations that I showed you in I Want to Be an Astronaut. So the same illustrator, really cute. And again, this is like a prequel to the early reader chapter book, so it's a great way to have your preschoolers get invested in a character so that they are excited to read those chapter books. So this is Billy's Great Desert Adventure, and this is Billy's Underwater Adventure. And I think they're really cute, really sweet stories with beautiful illustrations. Another great way to get a lot of great books, besides just obviously getting these awesome titles, is to get a collection or a combined volume. So this is a really popular one. This is called The Big Book of Little Stories, and it is so darling. It's beautiful. It has this fabric binding, the gold lettering. It has a really pretty ribbon bookmark, and it has dozens and dozens of short stories in here, like Little Red Riding Hood, The Rabbit's Tale, Little Miss Muffet, Emperor's New Clothes, The Gingerbread Man, Three Little Pigs, and more. And the illustrations you can see are really fun, really bright, and this is a really great collection. It's nice and thick, and this one is only $21.99, and you get about 20 additional, you get 20 stories in there. This is a new one that I love. This is called 5-Minute Bedtime Stories. So as Layla gets older, I want story time to be a part of her nighttime routine. And again, this one has a little bookmark so you can keep track of what short story you read last. And it's really cute. It has a lot of these darling illustrations. And it has classics like Treasure Island, Little Women, and they're just little abridged stories to introduce your little kiddos to those classics. So this is 5-Minute Bedtime Stories. This is a really popular picture book. There's also I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. The illustrations in Dirty Dinosaur were actually made with mud and dirt, and it's a really cute kind of rhyming, rhythmic book to read with kiddos, and I'm a Hungry Dinosaur is the second version, or the second edition of that. So lastly, I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite ways to introduce nonfiction to children. New reading and literacy standards over the last several years have really emphasized making sure that children have a 50-50 exposure to nonfiction and fiction. So sharing informational books with children is really important. I mean, think about all of the informational reading they'll be doing in higher education. So helping them have a love for informational texts when they're little can help that transition. So this is a pop-up book that's beautiful. I already gave you my tips on how to preserve pop-up books. This talks about different things in the garden and plants. I just think this is so pretty, really fun. So again, this is one of those that I would make sure you leave on a higher shelf until your kids can handle it or learn to respect on their own. So we have Peek Inside, Look Inside, and See Inside. So the Peek Inside books are kind of the earliest, youngest informational texts. Then we go to Look Inside, which is a little bit older, and See Inside, which is even older. This is one of my favorite USBORNE books. It's so cute. Okay, I think that probably is the 99th time I've said that. I apologize. The illustrations are beautiful. It shows everything on the farm, how it works. The flaps are really fun. It's a kind of a peek-through book as well, so you can see the little hill behind this pond, and there's their little ducklings. Talks about growing crops and what happens when the rain comes. They grow. So this is a really fun informational text. Talks about different plants. There's some carrots. This one is one of my favorites. There's also Peek Inside the Zoo. We have a Peek Inside the Jungle, I believe, and there's a lot of different Peek Insides. That's a way to introduce nonfiction to your kids. So then the next step would be the Look Inside series, and we have a lot of different topics. This one is Look Inside the Body, and there are dozens and dozens of flaps on each page with really fun bits of information, and you can kind of pick and choose what you read to your kiddo, and as they get older they can read parts of it. You can choose to kind of focus on the pictures, or you know, you can simplify some of the facts, but I really love this one. I had to get it for my husband because he loves science and is in medical school, and so I know he will love reading this to our little ones as they get older. Okay, so then lastly we have Secrets of the Vegetable Garden. This is a Shine a Light book, and there are, oh gosh, I think there's like about 12 or 13 other titles of Shine a Light books. There's Secrets of the Seashore, Secrets of the Rainforest, Secrets of the Human Body, Animal Camouflage. So again, it's informational, and these books are so fun because, let me see if I can get my flashlight going quickly. These are a lot of fun. You just use a little flashlight, and this is also a great gift idea to put a new flashlight with one of these books. And let's go to, let's say, this page. So it says, gardeners do not like animals eating the vegetables. They can protect the plants with special sprays or nets. What's inside? So we can just kind of look under, behind this page. See if I can hold so many things with one hand. Here we go. And as you shine a light underneath the photos, you can see there's some lettuce growing there. So each of the pages have some really great hidden things. So this one says small insects called aphids like to eat, but another animal likes to eat the aphids. And so you kind of look under here and you can see that little bird hiding behind the leaves, and you can see the aphids there. I think you should be able to see a little ladybug or something as well, but it's really fun to see those things with the light. So that's a great way to do informational reading, really engaging. And then we have a lot of Lift the Flap books that are great. We have Lift the Flap alphabet, first words, opposites. I love this opposite one because the illustrations are so bright, and I think teaching opposites is really fun. Up, down, hot, cold. So there's lots of Lift the Flaps in here that teach opposites, and this is one of my favorite Lift the Flaps. So I know I went through a lot of those really fast and pretty quickly. Those are my favorites over maybe the last year that I've earned in hosting a party or two here and there. Oh, there's one more I want to show you. Layla just started playing with this and kind of grabbing and putting things to her mouth. This is a baby book, and we have Hushabye Bunny as well as Hushabye Owl. So there's some little crinklies and some textures on the feet. It's soft, and it has a really sweet story talking about the mama owl talking to the baby owl and going to bed. So we love this book. We can also kind of hang it on her little baby gym. But this is a really fun one to give for gifts, and it's also really fun to get for yourself if you have a baby. So if you have questions about any of these, let me know. Sorry if I talked super fast, and I hope you find something that you love.